Hey there. Do you mind if I just kind of hang out here? Yeah, there's no stool, but that's okay. I'm just gonna set my stuff down. Is that okay? I don't mean to interfere. I mean, I know you're right in the middle of lunch, and I just hate it when people bother me when I'm trying to eat. It's like, I mean, we come down here to eat. We don't, we come down here to get away from our jobs, and sometimes it's like our job just kind of follows us down here. I mean, I think you've been here long enough to, yeah. Well, yeah, that's what Barbara told me. You see, I didn't know you worked there. You didn't mention that during the interview. Oh, it's just for a brief time. Okay, yeah. Well, I can see why you would have that problem there. Did you work under Bill? Yeah, see, because I know him. Yeah, he and I used to work at a different firm together. So, yeah, I remember how he is. I totally get it. So anyway, but you understand what it's like. It's like you come down here, you've been working all day at your desk, and it's like you can't get away. And then finally you do. You escape long enough to come down here and sit, and you would like to just have some peace and quiet, but you can't because people that you work with follow you. I know, totally hate that. I cannot stand coming down here and then having to continue working because, like, my supervisor or somebody will come down here with something and go, oh, if you're not busy, can you look at this? And I'm thinking, I am busy. I'm trying to eat. They don't care. But, and again, I don't mean to bother you. It'll just take a minute. See, this wasn't even my idea. Okay, Sarah wanted me to come talk to you about something. And, I didn't really want to do it now, but, we have that staff meeting at 2 o'clock. So I did kind of want to go over some of these things before that meeting. No, you're not in any trouble. But you've been here long enough to know Sarah is. I mean, you've been here, this is like your third week. Okay, I was thinking it was 3 weeks. Okay, awesome. Okay, this is the first time you've had to do these quarterly reports. And it just looked to me like, because see, Sarah, you sent them to her. Well, then she sent them to me. And just from looking over them, it almost looks like you didn't sort the chart properly. It's like you did it in Excel. Well, it kind of looks like you didn't sort it properly. How did you sort it? Oh, that's almost right. Oh no, please. No, it always takes people a while to figure this stuff out. First you sort by the date. Of course, like you said, sort by the date. But then you have to sort by the action code. And that way it puts the ones that start with the numbers at the top. And that's the way, yeah, you're supposed to have the numbers at the top, and then the ones that start with the letters have to come under that. Okay, then those are the only two rows that you have to sort by. I'm sorry, columns. That's it. And yeah, oh no, she just wanted me to talk to you about that because I understand that you're doing your first summary in the meeting this afternoon. So I just want to make sure you had enough time to come back to your desk and fix that. So don't use the one that you sent to her. Just go ahead and generate. She said you could just generate a new one, and then bring. I think she said 5. Hold on a minute. Sarah, Bill, Tommy. You're gonna need 4 copies, and then one for you. So you're gonna need 5 copies of it. Now I'm not gonna be there. Actually, I have to leave early today. So she did want me to talk to you about that. No, typically not. That will come up later, though. That report does not really come into play until about midsummer, so you don't need to worry about that right now. And Sarah will go over all that with you. Don't worry. Yeah, and then so there was that PowerPoint that you did, and yeah, well, no, Annette sent me that Did you send it to Annette? Okay, well, actually you sent it to the wrong Annette. You sent it to Annette Baker in accounting. Right, it was supposed to go to Annette Barkley. That's okay. It's totally fine. Not a problem. But I did want to tell you about that. Sarah didn't know about that. But yeah, wrong Annette. Totally honest mistake. I know Annette Baker really well because our extensions are one number off. I get calls for her all the time, and she gets calls from me. So it's always funny because we're always transferring calls to each other. Yeah, they meant to call you. But I got a chance to look at the PowerPoint, and it seems like some of your transitions are a little they're not very uniform. It's like some of them fly from the left and some fly from the right, and do you have it set up to be random? You don't. Okay. Well, you might want to check your transitions for the different bullet points. Some of them are a little crazy, and some of them aren't coming in right. It's like it's almost like they're pixelated. It's really weird. I've never seen a PowerPoint slide that looked like that. So you might want to, well, I don't know if you're gonna have time, but I know you have to. I know you're gonna do that at the meeting this afternoon. So you might want to wrap up here. No, you don't have to eat that fast, honey. You're gonna choke. Stop. We have a defibrillator in here, but I am not good at the Heimlich maneuver. Okay, slow down. It's okay. No, I'm thinking this is the kind of thing you could fix pretty fast. Okay. Now I went to the restaurant across the street. I went over there, and it was so busy I had to go down the street to the little sandwich shop. And I would have been here sooner. I was going to come right down here, but I was starving. It was like one of those mornings where you can't get away from your desk long enough to even go to the bathroom. Because, it's like you're at work. You're working and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to finish this one thing and then I'm going to go to the bathroom because I really need to pee. And then somebody comes in and they give you something else, or they'll email you something. It's like, okay, I'll take care of this and then I'm going to go. And then something else comes up and finally it's like, I have to go. Well, I was like that today, except it was with food. I didn't even really get any breakfast this morning. I normally I eat on my way to work, but it just didn't work out that way today. So by lunchtime I was absolutely starving. So about 11:45 I got out of here, and so I ended up going to the little sandwich shop like a block away because the place right across the street was so full. And I'm walking back. It's like I ate there, and I was walking back, and there was this woman behind me, this little short woman. I don't know if you've ever had this experience. There was this little tiny short lady in high heels walking behind me, and it sounded like I was being stalked by a tiny horse. And it's making me really nervous. It was like it was agitating me. It sounded like a tiny horse was galloping along behind me on the sidewalk. I had to stop and pull my cell phone out so she could clip-clop around me because the sound of her it was crazy. It sounded like a little chihuahua in heels. It was so funny. But anyway, I got back here as quick as I could, but not as quick as I meant to. Now, this is going to be your first meeting where you have to submit things. So something else I want to have a chat with you about, and Sarah doesn't know about this. I kind of feel like it's my responsibility here to help people out when I can. Well, there's some stuff you need to know. Okay. Do you know Jeanette? Have you met Jeanette yet? No. Okay. Well, she works upstairs. Now, Jeanette, I gotta watch what I say because she has a lot of friends around here. And it's not that I don't like her. It's just that you have to watch out for her. Okay. And here's the thing about Jeanette. there's anything that goes wrong, she will automatically blame you for everything. Oh, she's done it to me. Oh my God. I was helping her with something one time, and I had minimal involvement in this project. I mean, like, I probably spent a grand total of 20 minutes on my part of this project. Okay, it was a project that took weeks and weeks, and it came back, and there was a huge fatal error in the report, and she automatically went to her supervisor and said it was me. Automatically blamed every bit of it on me and said, well, I only did a little bit. She did all the heavy lifting on this project. Talking about me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, in the end it came out. The truth came out. But she caused me a lot of problems there for a little while. So you watch her, okay? I'm gonna tell you, one other thing about her I don't get. If you ever go in her office, and I learned this the hard way, if you ever go in her office and like you need to borrow a paper clip or a binder clip or anything like that, even a post-it note, she will freak out. She will freak out. I know. Oh, she'll tell you. No, she brings in her own office supplies. Oh yeah, she won't use anything from here. I don't know what her deal is. She buys her own post-it notes, binder clips, paper clips, staples, everything. And she will jump all over you if you try to take a binder clip or anything off her desk. I tell you, I don't trust anybody who buys their own office supplies. What is that about? So if you ever do work with her, yeah, don't touch her paper clips. See, that's where I messed up. I tried to take a paper clip and she slapped my hand. Oh my God. It was one of those moments that was so surreal that I started laughing because I thought she was playing. I thought she was joking. It was totally serious. She said if I ever touched another one of her paper clips, I'd draw back a nub. She's crazy. She's crazy. So, bring your own paper clips. She will cut you over that. Okay, all right, we talked about sorting the columns in your chart, in your report. Do you know how to do that? How much experience with Excel have you had? Okay. Because I will tell you, I mean this in the nicest possible way. Sarah is an idiot when it comes to Excel charts. She's an absolute moron, okay? She will tell you stuff that is 100,000% wrong as far as how to do stuff in Excel. She knows nothing about it, but she will talk like she's an absolute expert. She's not. Yeah, I don't know what her deal is. She will brag about it. She will find ways to work it into the conversation about how proficient she is at Excel. She's awful. She's awful. So, she will try to give you pointers on how to do your reports. Disregard everything she says, okay? Either come to me for help or press F1 and use the Microsoft help feature, but don't do what she says. You will end up with a chart that's like upside down or something. Don't listen to her. In fact, we have a little some of the other people here and I have this little drinking game that we play. And I mean, we don't drink alcohol or anything, but if we have a thing of water or whatever, every time she mentions what professional she is at Excel, we all have to take a drink. And usually within 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes into a conversation, we all have to go get a refill. She can work it into any conversation, and we will try to find subjects, and it's like, okay, there's no way she can make this about Excel. So we've brought up stuff like Renaissance fairs, leather tanning, bunions and corns. I mean, it doesn't matter. No matter what you talk about, she will find a way to link it back to Excel. It is really it's pathological. It's ridiculous. she's going to try to tell you how to fix your report. I guarantee you, before you two go into this meeting, she's going to bring that up. Okay? Now, oh, you know what? Oh, don't look, don't look. Well, you can look now. Don't, stop. Don't look. Sorry. She turned around here real quick. Okay, that one right there. Hang on. Now look. Quickly. Yeah. You see that? The one in the blue shirt. The lady in the blue shirt. The blue shirt. No. The one with that I need to speak to a manager haircut. Yeah. That's Patty. Patty. Do you bring your lunch typically, or do you buy your lunch? Okay. If you bring your lunch, we have all had to start securing our food in the refrigerator. Patty is a grazer, okay? And we all know she's a grazer, but she won't admit it. She will eat your lunch. She will take your lunch right out of the refrigerator and eat it. She'll sit right in here and eat it. She has no shame. She'll just sit down. She'll take, it's like she opens the refrigerator and she just goes shopping. It's like, ooh, what in here looks good? Ooh, I haven't had an orange in a while. Oh, that sandwich looks good. And she will just pick stuff. She will open people's lunch bags and pull out like a banana. And then she'll look in this one and pull out a yogurt. And then she'll just go sit. She doesn't even try to hide it. She's not even sneaky about it. But if you confront her, she'll act like she doesn't know what you're talking about. So a lot of us have actually had to start putting our lunch elsewhere, or like hiding it under stuff in the refrigerator where she can't see it as easily. Yeah, she never brings in anything for lunch. She just grazes in the refrigerator. She just shops in there. So what we did, every now and then we get really sick of it. We will just, we'll put something in there like some brownies, and the old trick with the X-Lax, the laxative chocolate. Oh, you have to do, and she never learns. We've done this to her so many times. You could do it twice a month and she would still fall for it. Like every time you put a plate of brownies or cookies in there, chocolate chip cookies with the X-Lax. She'll go in there and grab like 6 or 7 cookies at a time, and she'll just come strutting in here and sit down at the table and just eat them right in front of everybody. She has no shame. This has been going on for 5 years. I've been here 5 years. She's been doing it the entire time. So if you bring your lunch ever, one thing I have noticed, if you ever have anything from Subway, she won't touch it. I haven't told anybody else this because I don't want everybody doing it, because then she'll figure it out. Like if she opens the refrigerator and it's just a bunch of Subway things wrapped in Subway paper, she'll figure it out. But if you wrap your stuff in Subway paper, and you can get it if you just go ask, like, go to the Subway right down the street, this is what I do, and I'll just ask them for some of that paper that they wrap their sandwiches in, and I just reuse them, and if you wrap your lunch in Subway, she won't touch it. Totally. But don't tell anybody that. That's just our thing, because like I said, if everybody's doing it, she's gonna figure it out. Okay. So now, you know what you need to do. No, keep eating. You don't have to hurry. And if you start working on that report and you can't get it to sort right, just give me a call, because I'll come right around the corner. I work, my office is like, if you go down the hall a little bit, make a right, you know where I am. I'm on the inner hallway. Yeah. I could be there in like 2 minutes, 2 seconds, depending on what I'm doing. And if we can't figure it out together, you can either email it to the help desk, or email it to me, and I'll see what I can do with it at my desk. Sometimes I can figure things out when I'm sitting at my desk that I can't seem to figure out when I'm standing at somebody else's computer, you know? It's weird. Oh, she's going in the refrigerator. Look, look. I'm telling you, look right there. I don't care if she sees us staring. I don't care if she sees me pointing. Look at her. Look, she's got Bobby's lunch bag. Oh my God, look, see? She's opened it up. She's digging through it. Oh! She dropped his can of Pepsi on the floor. Oh God, she's leaving it there. Oh my God. She just dropped his Pepsi on the floor. It's going to spray everywhere if he opens that now. See, I had to tell you. Looks like she got a little bag of carrots out or something, and she's just shoving it back in the refrigerator. Now she's got somebody's pizza. Well, she's got pizza and carrots. Now she's gonna go looking for a drink. I guess she didn't want that Pepsi. Well, I guess not after dropping it on the floor. Ooh, no. That's Mr. Thompson's lunch. Oh my God. Now see, she ought to know better than that. She's got Mr. Thompson's drink. What is that? Some kind of frou-frou water beverage of some sort. I don't know, it looks like pink lemonade, but it's some fancy bottle. Oh my God. See, you don't take the boss's lunch. I mean, everybody knows that. Oh, look, here she comes. Hey, Patty. Look at her. She's going to sit right there. Look, I don't care. Look. She's going to chow down. Just makes herself at home. You know, you would think it would make a difference. No, she has been confronted multiple times about this. Multiple times. I tried to confront her, but I don't have the guts for it. We got Kathleen to do it. We know she's a Yankee. She don't care. She'll confront people if she don't care. Kathleen confronted her right in front of everybody. And said, Patty, you know that belongs to everybody. And it was so weird. What happened? Patty stood up. And she stood up, like face to face with Kathleen. And Kathleen's just standing there. And Patty just stood there for the longest time, just staring at her with this blank expression on her face. And she didn't say a word. I bet she stood there for a full minute, not talking, just staring at Kathleen. And then she sat down and just kept right on eating. It was so creepy. And Kathleen confronted her one more time, but after that, even she gave up. And said, you know you're eating other people's food, right? And you shouldn't be doing that. Patty didn't care. She did not care. That was the dangest thing I ever saw. So anyway, get you some Subway wrappers, because for whatever reason I think she hates Subway. And then you can put anything you want to in those wrappers as long as it still kind of keeps the shape of a sub. So like if you have a sandwich or something, just kind of wrap it where it's kind of like a tube, you know, even if it's empty on the sides. Although you could put like a cup of yogurt or something in there and a little baggie of vegetables or something. But as long as it kind of has the shape of a sub, she won't touch it. That's the only way I can have anything to eat. Now today I went out for lunch, but no, normally I bring my lunch. And since this is the only refrigerator we have, it's the only option we have, we don't really have anywhere else to put our food. So look out for her. But other than that, how do you like it here? Do you think this is a good fit for you? I mean, do you like this job? Well, it seems like you do. I mean, you know, the few times I've seen you since you started, you seem happy. I mean, you look like you're happy. I mean, you don't have that deer in the headlights look that we all have the first week or so, which is totally understandable. It seems like you really like it. So, I hope that it continues to be a good thing for you and it's something that you enjoy. Okay, so, I'm going to take this, this printout of your report, and I'm going to put it back on your desk if you want to look at it. And just do what I was, the transitions on your PowerPoint. You might want to work on that if you have time. It looks like you have about 20 minutes. So I think if I were you, I would do the report first. No, that won't take long. You just have to sort it and then print your copies. You're going to need 5 copies. And then in whatever time you have left, go in and see if you can work on the transitions on the PowerPoint slides. Now, were they done manually, or was this some kind of a template thing? Okay, well, that will make it faster if you can go in and do that. That should be a pretty easy thing to fix. So I'm gonna leave you alone so you can finish eating, and I'm gonna put this on your desk. Okay, I'm gonna go back up. All right. Well, great. And again, if you need anything, if you get stuck and you can't get something to work, just give me a call and we'll figure it out together. Okay? Great.